Today we see an application of profit and loss which is useful for standard 8th. Here is the problem. Sahana bought 16 dozen pens and sold them at a loss equal to selling price of 8 ball pens. Now the questions are: find her loss percent and find the selling price of 1 dozen if cost price of 16 dozens is equal to 576. Now we see the solution. Okay, so the problem says loss is equal to SP. So let SP of 1 pen is equal to rupees X. Then we find out what is the SP of 8 pence. So SP of 8 pence is equal to rupees 8x. Since in the given problem it states that SP is equal to loss is equal to, since in the given problem it states that SP is equal to loss is equal to SP of 8 ball pens, so this becomes loss in this transaction. Therefore loss is equal to 8x. Now to find out loss percent we need to have CP. To find out CP we need to find out first what is SP of 16 dozen ball pens. This is just SP of 1 pen is equal to X rupees. Then we find out 12 pence. SP of 12 pence. If 1 pen SP is equal to X rupees, then 12 pence is equal to 12X. 12 pence is nothing but 1 dozen. So 1 dozen is equal to 12X. Then what is the SP of 16 dozen pence? So 16 dozens SP is equal to 12x multiplied by 16. We multiply 12 and 16. So 6 2s are 12, 6 1s are 6 7, 1 2s and then 1 here. This is 192 and this x is also there. 192x is the SP of 16 dozen pens. Right, so we have the loss of 16 dozen ball pens is 8x and SP of 16 dozen ball pens is 192x. So with the help of these two we try to find out CP. CP of 16 dozen ball pens is equal to, the formula for CP is equal to SP plus loss, that is equal to CP. So SP is 192x and loss is 8x. If we add these two, 192 plus 8 is equal to 200x is the CP of 16 dozen ball pens. But we had to find out loss percent. The formula for loss percent is equal to loss upon CP multiplied by 100. Already we know that loss is equal to 8x. So in place of loss we substitute 8x and CP just now we found out it is 200x. So by 200x multiplied by 100. So here x and x gets cancelled and 2 zeros are cancelled, 2 ones and 2 fours. Therefore loss is equal to 4%. There ends the first part of the problem. Right. In the second part, it's given that CP of 16 dozen ball pens is 576 rupees. And in the first part we found out just now, loss is 4%. Now the question is, what is the SP of 1 dozen ball pens? For this, first we've tried to find out what is SP of 16 dozen ball pens. We know already the formula for SP. SP is equal to CP into 100 minus loss percent by 100. We apply this formula here. CP we know it's given 576 into 100 minus loss percent is 4 by 100. So this becomes 576 into 96 by 100. Here the multiplication we have to do the multiplication. This gives us 55 to 96. If you multiply 576 and 96, it gives us 55,296 by 100. That means if you move the decimal towards left side 2 places, this is 552.96 rupees. This is SP of 16 dozen ball pens. But in the question it is asked, what is SP of 1 dozen ball pens? We have the SP of 16 dozen ball pens is 552.96. The question says, what is SP of 1 dozen ball pens? So 16 dozen ball pens SP is equal to 552.96. So 1 dozen ball pens SP is equal to, we have to divide 552.96 by 16. This gives us the answer as rupees 34.56. There ends the second part. So like this, you can practice the sums based on selling price, cost price, so that you become perfect. Thank you.